guys, it's me, Cher.
It's me, Andrew. We're back. Another episode of Recaps on the Run.
Thanks for listening in on our podcast. If you've never joined us, basically we're on our favorite trail. We're running, my brother and I, trying to get in shape, get our fitness on. And while we run, we're going to be recapping one of our favorite TV shows.
Yeah, today it's pretty hot. Well, it's definitely hot sun, cold wind, and we're trying to get back in shape. Run a little bit more this time, if we can.
Get some distance. Yes, keep pushing ourselves. It's not just about an easy jog, it's about definitely getting in shape.
And we hope you're running with us.
Or hiking, or doing yoga, however you like to enjoy this podcast.
Or you're driving your car.
Yes, we just thank you for listening.
So today, we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 8, is it?
Yes, Episode 8, no one.
No one.
First we gotta say, if you're not watching Game of Thrones, definitely recommended series full of magic and dragons and some romance, some humor.
Spoiler alerts. Yeah, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, maybe save this podcast. You can listen to our Fear the Walking Dead ones. That doesn't really. Hey guys, like I said, we're on a trail, so please excuse our breaks. We're gonna have to pause it sometimes if we run by a bunch of other people.
Yeah, joggers, moms with strollers, bicyclists. We definitely don't want to ruin anything. Don't want anyone to hear any spoilers if they haven't watched the last episode. So we might take some impromptu breaks. You'll probably also be hearing some background noise, traffic, wind. So bear with us as we recap in all of these elements.
All right, let's start it,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 8, No One.
So, it's about Arya, isn't it? Or
that's what you would think right away. Let's jump to Arya's storyline.
Well, she doesn't become Arya till later, but yeah. So it starts off
the last 2 seasons in Bravos, and we will recap everything that happened to her.
Last episode, I had so much speculation that maybe that wasn't her, that was Tad, or maybe she had a plan. But turns out, no.
She did have a plan, though.
Well, kind of.
Everything that you called out in previous podcasts was true.
Well, just that she blew out the candle.
And she took the wave down in a showdown in the complete dark.
Yeah, she did take her face.
So, I think that came to fruition. I think it was super interesting because leading up to this episode, I don't know if you saw any of the speculation online, but
there's so much everywhere.
So much, and we never touched upon it, but one of the big ones out there was that this waif was actually a split personality for Arya and kind of another disassociative personality that was a part of herself that she was fighting and she didn't really exist. And it was going to be a showdown, so the whole episode, that's what I was thinking, like, is this girl real? Can anyone else see her?
Yeah, the ones I was seeing was Jaqen is the waif, Syrio is dressed as Arya, and a whole bunch of weird stuff like that. But turns out she was a little careless when she got stabbed. Maybe not careless, because I did realize afterward that she didn't know that the assassins knew that she didn't kill Lady Crane yet, so she didn't think there was any problems yet. Remember? You know what I'm saying? Or am I running too fast and being confused?
I think that the girl did know that she didn't kill her because she told Jaqen, like, the girl didn't carry through.
Yeah, but Arya didn't know that the waif was there to report on it. So maybe she thought she still had time.
So she was a little careless, let her guard down a little bit.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little sprint.
Sprint.
A lot more people than we thought today running.
A lot more wind. But, so we came down to showdown and she... Okay, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. But it felt kind of odd that there was a lady queen there. She was there to save Arya, but she didn't really have much to do. She just fed Arya the milk of the poppy, and her stab wounds are recovered some days later, not too long after. What did you think about that?
I was sad to see her go. I really liked her as a character. I thought we were going to be spot on. Arya was going to travel with the acting company. That was like the new mothering figure who she needed, someone to have her back, a friend. So I was sad to see her die.
Yeah, and she actually is a great actress.
Yeah.
When she was in that play, being sad about Joffrey, I was getting emotional there.
I think even her backstory of how she's a jealous person, she dealt with bad guys, she learned how to use a knife, she learned how to patch them up. Just more intriguing about her character, so I was really excited. So I was sad to see her go ultimately when she was killed. So I think, I don't think it wasn't premeditated, because again, Arya stumbled through to her little hovel. She left the blood smear marks.
Yeah, she stumbled through the whole flight of stairs.
So I don't think she was playing possum, because she was hurt and she was bleeding, but I think she had a plan. She knew what she was going to do.
And the wife tried to do her Jason or Terminator impression.
She's definitely the Terminator. The slow-moving, calm.
I was a little odd. I was a little out of place for a series, I thought. But I'm so glad Arya got her revenge and killed her. I'm just bummed we didn't get to see more of it.
Completely off screen. We see her face at the end, but yeah, the whole action scene, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to see much in the dark, but...
I mean, yeah, I'm glad it happened, but as a viewer who I hated this girl, this bully all season long, I wanted to see her suffer. I want to see more than her face.
You want to see her crying for help? For mercy?
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, we didn't see her get her comeuppance, but she did. She's out of the picture. Arya went back to the house of the faceless men, told Jack and Hagar she's going home, she's Arya, which was a great moment. I saw a lot of reaction online to that. But for me, I felt like it was almost deja vu of last week, because I thought that whole storyline is what we as watchers already realized, that she was never going to be a no one. She was always going to be true to her name, always be Arya Stark. So to me, it just, I don't know, it seemed like a repeat. I'm happy for her. I'm glad it's more explicit, but it's everything I was anticipating last week.
You know what? It was a fine end to her journey, but
2 years.
It seemed like, after you think of that, it's been 3 seasons she's been there. Maybe she got a little
training,
like combat training, but it doesn't seem like she progressed that much. I mean, at the beginning, I was excited she was gonna be a faceless man, have all these powers, be a badass assassin, but she's still
got the same level of growth. She doesn't have any insights or understanding. She hasn't developed as much as Bran, for example.
Yeah, that's who I was going to compare her to. But
so,
I'm still excited.
I'm excited too. Well, what do you think? Jack let her go. Is she safe? Is she free?
Jack gave her some kind of
nod,
some little smirk, like he knew that was going to happen, part of his plan, maybe. Yeah. So
I just wonder if we're going to see any more of them. After the show, I tweeted, I hope she picked up another one of those iron coins so she could use it if she ever needs to call in to help with the faceless mech again.
Well, what I think is going to happen is, maybe, I don't know if she's going to kill the people, but I think she's going to harvest her own faces.
What?
She knows how to do it, so maybe from already dead people, or the people that she kills, but I think she's gonna...
So you think she steps away with some kind of knowledge and power?
Yeah, I'm hoping, because...
I feel like you could only do it in that tower. I don't know. I don't understand the magic that it all is.
Alright.
So that's a quick snippet on Arya. Let's jump over to her BFF. What's going on with the Hound?
I wish they could reunite. The Hound, he pretty much the highlight of the episode for me. All of his...
You mean that brutal killing scene with the axe?
That gory action, that's what I needed.
Well, I
all of his one-liners, everything about it.
I took notes about the whole episode because, just like we talked about Arya's killing of the waif off-screen, so much killing happened off-screen. We'll talk about later, like the Blackfish. The only deaths that you saw were by the Clegane brothers.
Oh.
So it was only the Hound with his axe and hanging people, or the Mountain crushing someone's head on screen, you know? Everyone else just happened...
He didn't crush it, he pulled out his spine, but
Okay.
more on that later.
So, you know, I think it's just more of a tie about how dangerous these two folks are physically. But yeah, just jumping back to the Hound, he catches up, gets his vengeance along the way, bumps into the Brotherhood.
Yeah, we learned that those people that killed his friend, they weren't...
His new family.
Yeah, they weren't exactly part of the regular Brotherhood that we knew from before, with Beric and Thoros of Mir. Well, I'm glad to see them again.
I'm glad too. I like their whole camaraderie. Like, yeah, I killed you. Yeah, I beat you. I'm better than you. But still the same level of respect and honor.
Even that guy with the arrow, I don't know his name, the bow and arrow. But I can't wait to see the Hound with tough people again.
What's up, guys? Do you think he's recruited?
And
do you think he's joining them?
Yeah, at least
to join to go to the north.
Oh, they're going to the north.
Well, they're saying there's bigger things that are happening up there. They need his help. There's a reason he's alive.
There's a few killings along the way. Some more traitors to the Brotherhood. But
so, yeah, I thought his whole storyline was pretty good. Again, he found some brothers that maybe they don't like each other, but they equally respect each other. They know they're good fighters. I like him. I think he's reformed. In my eyes, the Hound is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Well, he's gonna, like they're saying, he's gonna do more good than the bad he's caused already. So, can't wait to see more of him. We're gonna take a quick break, guys.
So we'll join you a bit, grab some water. Be right back. Hey guys, we're back. Thanks for sticking with us. Recaps on the Run podcast with Sharon and Andrew. We're just talking about Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 8, No One. We're about to jump into a bit to give our reactions to what's going on over in the lovely town of Marine.
Marine's bustling again.
Yes, hustling and bustling. Whoa! Sorry.
Thanks to that
big gust of wind. I think the wind agrees with us. Something's going down in Marine. It almost got blown over.
So Tyrion's plan seemed to work for a while.
Wait.
The Red Priestess.
Yes, they're going through the marketplace, but I just want to touch on that touching scene between Varys.
Wait, I wanted to yell Varys.
Okay.
When he started walking away, you know, it just feels like that's the last time they're gonna see each other, doesn't it? I was screaming his name.
Don't say that.
Varys is
No
one
way.
of my.
Maybe
Since season one,
season or two.
Since season one, he's my favorite. One of my favorite characters. Thought he was one of the better actors or unique actors in this whole series, and
he's not gone.
he's a dead man.
He's not dead.
I'm gonna miss their banter.
He might be gone, I would say, a season. Well, there's only one more season. So he might be gone a few episodes. He's not gone.
Well, hold on. Let me clarify. We don't know if there's just one more season after this.
Okay.
So we're not sure. So stop spreading. Let's both of us stop spreading misinformation.
Okay. Well, I will say that it was a sad party. So, what do you think? Where's he going? What's his secret?
Well, he said they need more forces in Westeros, so either he's going to other cities around Essos to get more armies and ships, or he's going back to Westeros.
But who could he possibly be talking to in Westeros?
Oh, you know, Illyrio, the guy from season 1 who sold Dany to Khal Drogo. He's not in Westeros though, but he's a rich guy. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
The guy who gave Daenerys her dragon eggs. We haven't seen him in a while.
I don't see him as a powerful man, but yeah, he's definitely going on some mission. I took it down my notes. Where's he going? I had no answers. I had no speculation.
And I am terrified, Cher.
No, don't be negative. Don't be pessimistic.
So.
For me, before that scene, what I thought was really interesting is that when they're walking through the marketplace, he was telling Tyrion, you know, you made a pact with these fanatics, which seems to be going great. And in my head, I'm thinking this is the mirror of what Cersei did in King's Landing. She basically made a pact with all those sparrows in the High Sparrow, and look what happened. She's SOL, and her plan completely backfired. It's so strange how her sibling in a different part of the world is doing the exact same thing.
What a connection, Cher. This is why we listen to recaps on the run. This is why I run with you.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, that's a good connection. I didn't even think about that.
Doing the exact same thing, reaching out to those religious people.
Yeah.
Heard the word, and
Jaime got sent off just like Varys.
So, I just thought it was an interesting characteristic. These two who hate each other, these two brother and sister, are doing the exact same thing and following the exact same strategies. So Lannister blood? I don't know. So, that's what I was thinking with it.
Sorry again about the wind, guys.
It is breezy. You want to go the other way so it's turn back?
We're almost at the end, though.
Okay, let's go. Now, let's go. Okay.
Let's go back on this side. So, a little bit more about Marine. Tyrion's lonely. He wants to hear jokes.
He's trying to make friends with Grey Worm and Missandei.
And at the beginning I thought, again, Tyrion, stop pestering them.
Stop making them drink, dude.
Alright, I guess you're right. Let's go back. Sorry. And it ended up being so cute.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
I think that's the first smile Missandei or Grey Worm has ever.
Well, it was beyond a smile from Missandei. She laughed and an absolutely adorable giggle.
I make joke.
And he smiled.
The funniest jokes were the most unfunny in the series, I think. I was cracking up.
I thought it was so cute, and I actually did a poll on my Twitter, guys. Try to hit up recaps on the run, at recaps on the run. But I did a poll to say, which was the best look of love during the whole episode? Was it Tyrion looking at Daenerys saying goodbye? Was it Grey Worm looking at Missandei when she was laughing? Or was it Brienne and Jaime in their little moment? So, let us know what you think on that poll, but yeah, I thought there was so many cute.
Well, it seemed like to me that was the first time that actually seemed like a couple laughing together. Yeah.
Smile.
Usually they're both on top, they talk about patrol, usually.
In strategy, yeah.
And then, okay, all of a sudden after that, out of nowhere.
Of course, come on, who was surprised that right when there's some lightheartedness, things go south?
I had no idea that was coming at all. There's ships in Marine attacking the city.
Which I thought might have been, I thought it was Yara. And I was like, how quick did she get there with her thousands of ships? So that's what I thought when I saw that whole fleet coming in. And I was sorely mistaken.
But yeah, turns out to be the Masters.
Coming back to get their slaves, get their property, waging war. So when Tyrion thought he did this great thing and freed them and everything was back to normal, wrong. He actually had the wrong call. So they were fighting about that, about what the army should do. Should they stay in the pyramid? Should they go to the beach? And lo and behold, Mother comes home.
The Queen returns.
She kind of comes home during a house party when you're like, oh crap, sorry.
Sorry what we did to your city.
Sorry, everything's broken, the music's really loud, everyone's fighting, they're about to call the cops. Same look of like, thank God, help us, you know? Things are a little out of control.
Yeah, and I think the dragon should make short work of those wooden ships.
Oh my gosh, yes. And then all those masters are dead, and, you know, I mean, or don't burn the ships because they need them.
That's good.
How about crazy? If they get all those ships, then they don't need the Ironborn ships because they have all their own that the masters gave to them for free.
It's a good plan.
So she's back. The dragon's back. I think she should unleash Jack and Jill downstairs in the basement. I'm just kidding. That's not the real names of those dragons.
I don't know the names of them either. Yeah, I thought Tyrion would release them, but he was saying before he had to make the choice.
So what do you think's gonna happen with Marine?
I can't wait for Marine to burn to the ground. All of Essos burn to the ground so Daenerys could bring her army and dragons across the sea. I can't.
Dragon army unsullied. The Rocky.
Yeah, the Rocky. I can't wait. I mean, it's all been interesting, a little slow in following Daenerys, but the whole time we've been waiting for her to get, just like we've been waiting for winter to come, we've been waiting for her to get to Westeros. And I hope this is what pushes her off that throne in Marine.
Yep.
What about you?
I completely agree. I thought something that stuck out to me for that storyline was when they showed the reminder of what happened last episode when the Red Priestess says, we'll speak about Daenerys because we need her in this war and the great battle to come. I'm just looking forward that it's going to be fire-breathing dragons against the White Walkers. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think is the great battle to come. So, Daenerys, I don't know if she's queen material the more that I think about it. Again, she's a conqueror. Maybe it's going to be a role reversal where she's going to be the queen of the army and someone else sits on the Iron Throne. Maybe she's going to be the leader of the King's Hand or the Night's Watch or the Guard. So that's what I'm thinking. I think she's a fighter, less of a ruler. So
I don't know if she's a fighter, but she's a talker.
Well, she's a conqueror. That's what great leaders do.
Yeah,
they inspire you.
Healthy. She's definitely feared across the land.
She's the unburned, so she has a lot of things going for her. I think she's ready.
Yeah.
You should be wary of who goes overseas. She's got the army, she's got the people,
yeah.
She's got the ships. Like I said, they brought him to her. She didn't even need to do anything. What she has to do is keep everyone on board and take those ships.
And now that I think about it, I don't think there's any army, not even the White Walkers, that could stand up against her right now.
Oh, the White Walkers can, for sure.
I mean, unless they have the Ice Dragon, something like that, or more magic. Well, I'm sure they have more magic, but against those whites, the zombie ones,
we'll see. So yeah, I think it's exciting. Finally, things are happening, things are moving. She's got the means and the people ready to come back what she thinks is rightfully hers. So yeah, it's very good.
It was short, but I guess a lot happened. And the growth between Miss Sunday and Grey Worm, I'm sure one of them's gonna die now.
Don't say that! Why do you think everything's so negative?
How can you be optimistic, Cher? How? But
I believe love will conquer all.
Not in this series.
That look that he gave her when she giggled, I need to screenshot that. So, one of the more lighthearted, if not, it was very strained at the beginning. Like, come on, they don't know any jokes, dude. Stop peer pressuring. So,
yeah, but
cute scenes in Marine, the adventures of Khaleesi, and we'll see what happens when she starts heading back home.
Oh wait, I just thought of this. But do you think Daenerys is going to be upset with Tyrion for offering that deal to the Masters about 7 years a slave?
I don't think she's going to be upset. I did notice that when she came in, he didn't bow to her or Grey Worm or Miss Sunday. So that seemed odd. I think it was more out of shock than out of holding it to her. But I don't think she's going to be upset. I think he's going to try to do the best I could with what I had. She might be a little pissed, but I don't think she's going to hold him accountable.
Alright. I was just a little worried that Tyrion's not safe either. I don't know anybody that's safe in Marine besides Daenerys. Okay, but enough of my
Yo, my gosh, the doom and gloom.
Share, this series has burned me so much.
You're so pessimistic.
But
you just hope for the best, right? But you expect the worst.
Yes, that's how I cope.
Alright, let's jump over to where Daenerys is heading eventually, King's Landing, which is another big mess of things, with Tommen on the throne, half and half. Well, even before the mountain. Oh Cersei's line of "I choose violence" was epic. I love it. I love it. You know.
Anything with a mountain, Kyburn even. I'm not too interested about specifically Cersei, but the power of the mountain and what she wants, how she wants to destroy everybody. I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited that she doesn't seem to be giving in and isn't humbled or scared. You know, she always has her head up high, at least now that she's done her walk. But then again, the mountain's just one guy. There were like 20 plus people with weaponry.
There was like 6. There wasn't 20.
I'm just saying, he's not invincible. He's a good shield.
Well, he did get hit in the chest with those.
That's armor, though. That's not him.
It turned out that weapon had some long spikes at the end, longer than I thought.
Well, I hope he crushes Cousin Lannister's face. That's what I'm hoping. I don't like the lot of them.
Yeah, absolutely. What, are you rooting for Cersei now?
I'm not rooting for her, per se.
I mean, I don't really want her to win, but I want her enemies to lose also, along with her. Because she's done horrible things, but...
I agree. The whole enemy of my enemy is my friend, so I hate the High Sparrow. I hate all of those, again, radicals who are trying to reform, and they have a good message, I think, but they're corrupt, and that's... There's some kind of ulterior motive, so whoever's against them, I'm with them.
You know what, I have a new respect for them, actually. And I don't only want them to win, but what the High Sparrow and their whole sept and King Tommen, I hate them, but well, I feel like I hate them, but they're doing what's right, actually.
Well, what they think is right.
Well, I mean, come on, you don't really... Trial by combat is kind of silly. And Cersei,
it's going to be just as corrupt
did
to get 7 people to judge her.
Cersei did kill King Robert. She wanted Tyrion dead for she's committed countless crimes. She's had people killed all around the city. She deserved justice, don't you think?
I agree, but I think she did her penance, and I think now she's being not unfairly, but yeah, they're separating her from her son. I don't know. They're snatching him. So,
well, you know what, King Tommen, even though
he's got a whip,
even though he's
no
whipped,
backbone, no spine,
he's actually being a good king. Everyone's following him.
He's being a puppet. He's a puppet.
But he's being a good puppet. There's peace among King's Landing besides Cersei, is what I'm saying. And just Marjorie and Cersei.
The royals. So you're saying the people are happy except for the royals who...
Yeah, I mean, that's who we've sympathized throughout the series, but he's serving
I get what
people.
You're saying. I think that's short term. I think long term, he's digging a hole in which he'll never be able to get out.
And he's such... I can't say the word, but he's one of those, and he can't even look his mother in the eye. And,
I'm thinking of the same word. I can't say it either, but yes, it's all bad. I think I can't wait until who cares about the war and the battles? I care about the religion showdown between the High Sparrow and Brotherhood and the Lord of Light. Like, let's get all those 3 key speakers together and have them battle it out around who's right or who's wrong. We'll see who reigns supreme, but I don't know. I think he's digging himself a hole long term.
Well, absolutely. I think I'm waiting for Cersei to snap, and like I was saying last week, I think she wouldn't mind him being killed because he's dead.
I actually wrote that in my notes, the same thing. Just like you asked me last week, I said, I'm rethinking if Cersei will kill Tommen now. He won't look at her. She's his queen, his mother. He sent her up to the gallery, can't look her in the eye.
Yeah, so
basically condemned her now because she can't have a trial by combat, so maybe she's losing some love. She'll lose love, but
I'm thinking of
running
too
the
much.
mountain.
No. Besides that, one thing Tommen did do was he canceled the trial by combat, and we're hoping I was hoping the mountain would fight the Hound somehow, but
well, we'll see. That could maybe happen.
Crossed out for now.
I'm thinking, did you catch it when Tommen said, the faith and the crown are one? If one should fall, both will crumble. So that's where I thought, ooh, Cersei might kill Tommen just to make him fall and just to make the faith crumble.
Oh yeah, that's what I would say. Cersei because she loves her son, but she might feel like he was taken and he's dead already. But he was. Yeah, so she might rationalize that and say, I'll kill you now, but I'll avenge you for what they did to you. That's what I'm thinking her. I'm hoping that happens, kind of.
Well, speaking of brainwashed people, what about what happened over at River Run?
Oh, Lord Edmure.
Let's segue into that whole area. Jaime Lannister to be set to take over River Run. He gets his reunion with Brienne, which we knew was coming, which was lovely.
I thought Brienne would be over it a little bit with Tormund.
She doesn't like Tormund. Come on. Tormund and Jaime. Come on.
He's just a pretty boy to her. Come on.
He saved her. He has honor. And he sealed the deal with giving her that sword to keep her life. And by saying he's proud of her...
That is Ned Stark's sword. It belongs to serving Starks.
Well, I'm just saying. He closed it.
Yeah.
That's my look of longing.
That definitely was a look of longing, and I was definitely saddened by it. Because I don't think they're destined to be together ever.
No, they're not.
And I just feel like Brienne's gonna get her heart broken by the bad boy.
Well, who's in love with his sister, which he overly stated his love for Cersei, and he would do anything for her. So we know who he loves. But there is some kind of mutual respect. I will say that the deal that they made, we'll never know if he would have stuck by his word. But it was a good deal.
Yeah.
I thought it was a strong negotiation. Could have alleviated any bloodshed. He gets what, Jaime gets River Run, gets to go back home. Brienne gets the Tully army to come help Sansa. So I thought it was a good tactic.
Well,
it's hopeful.
There's one callback I want to remind everyone of is when Catelyn Stark set Jaime free the first time. She made him swear to her that he wouldn't take a sword against a Stark or a Tully again. And I think he might have
broken that.
No, because he didn't. He tried his best to not take up his sword. He tried to negotiate. He used his reputation that Lord Edmure thought he was a terrible person and pushed it further and said, I would catapult your baby over the walls. And I think maybe he was serious, but I think he's
building upon his reputation. Yeah. Of being a cold-blooded. Yeah, that's true.
So, and I think he wants to honor as many oaths as he can now, and he didn't want to take up a sword against the Starks or Tullys. Again,
Jaime Lannister, I hated him the first few seasons. In my book, good guy. Even though he loves Cersei, his twin, his sister, and he's done horrible, horrible things in my eyes again. Good guy.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's ever since he was punished by taking his hand off and broken, he started picking up from there. But sorry guys, we're walking now.
We're going up
giant hills on our trail. Before we were able to go downhill, now we're going back up it.
We'll pick it up again. But yeah, again, the Brienne and Jaime was such a good play. Unfortunately, she didn't come out on top. She failed. Couldn't bring the Tullys.
What about Pod and Bronn?
Oh man,
the reunion.
They're funny. It makes me laugh. There's so many lighthearted moments in here.
It seemed like Bronn was more friendly and Pod was like, this guy again, he always hits me and picks on me. That seemed like their relationship kind of, but
it was great. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good to see them back. It's been a few seasons, maybe since Tyrion was prisoner. I don't remember how Pod ended up with Brienne. Can you remind me real fast?
As if I recall, I think it was from Tyrion, and he gave him as a squire and said, you're helping this lady.
That's what I thought.
So, I mean, Tyrion was the unique thread between them. So, who knows what's to come out of that. But yeah, I like that. I like seeing that partnership too. And that was really good. Another thing that we mentioned is that eventually, using his manipulation, the Lannisters did overtake River Run. We hear that the Blackfish is dead. Off screen again.
Oh my god.
As I mentioned, they must be saving their money for an epic battle scene.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that preview for next episode.
But I thought that was so good in River Run again. And with the last scene of, Jaime sees Hot and Brienne sailing away in their little rowboat, doesn't call the forces, doesn't tell anyone. He knows they're going back. He knows what their plan is, that they need to go to the north, and Sansa wants to be back at Winterfell. But he doesn't do anything about it. He has a little wave, a little camaraderie.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe... Well, at first, I thought it was ridiculous how Blackfish didn't go with them or try to help Sansa, or... There wasn't more people with him that would rebel. I think he's dead.
That's so anticlimactic.
I think it might be that he's an old guy and they don't want to shoot those scenes and not him be amazing in fight.
Well, he said himself, it's been years since I had his proper sword fight. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see him just die to one person. So at least there's a little myth or legend that maybe he took down 20 guys.
Okay, well, there could be a little legend, but I also feel like Jaime was cheated out of his last, his last hurrah to Blackfish to be like, oh, you underestimated me, you're disappointed in me, look, I just took the castle.
Yeah.
Simple as pie.
Of course I'm disappointed we don't get to see a battle, but not Jaime or Blackfish or any phrase dying.
I know it was ridiculous, but I was really hoping they would drop their arms and Jaime was going to let the Tullys go with Brienne. I was like, oh, he's going to be a good guy. Yeah. Let them go. But now what? Are they all...
You know what? I think maybe it's possible that Lord Edmure might lead them to the north. The soldiers.
Well, maybe. But I think, even though I like that ending, I feel like it wasn't smart. Jaime's leaving a loose end. He's letting Brienne go. Even though I wanted him to let the Tullys go, if you had a stone cold heart, you would just eliminate any loose ends. So that's all I'm saying.
I don't think Jaime's like that.
I don't think so either. But if it was Cersei or anyone else,
absolutely.
If it was some kind of crazy general, even if it was Blackfish. So they have River Run. Is he going home? Is he not? What do you think?
I don't know.
The Freys have River Run back now.
I think they still have to decide what they're doing with that River Run army. I think they could still end up going north. I don't know. Speculation, but...
Speculation. Okay, we'll be right back?
Right back.
All right, last break, guys. Catch you in a bit. Hey, guys, we're back. Recaps on the run. Please share.
Picking up the pace again. We're over 3 miles in.
Yeah, almost 3.5. So, making pretty good time, pretty good distance.
I hope you're 5 miles in.
For all you really fit fanatics, you might be 10 miles in, but...
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Building up our stamina. So, I want to jump into, now that we've recapped the episode, just some speculation and some thoughts. Something we didn't talk about that happened in King Landing when it closed was Cersei asking, what's his name? Qyburn. Anything to that rumor we heard about, and he said much more. What do you think?
I actually know what it is.
Okay, do you think you know? Or do you know now?
Oh no, I know. Because the rumor was that there was hot fire under the castle that the Mad King hid under, and when they blew up, sorry, a little all over the place, but when they were doing the siege of Blackwater Bay, and remember they exploded the ships?
Yeah.
So that was just one cache of wildfire they had. There's a lot more hidden down.
What leads you to that?
I read it.
Okay. But is it okay? So with no spoilers here, guys, this is speculation because I didn't read anything. But in my notes, what I'm thinking to rumor, what I thought automatically is she heard a rumor about Tyrion being in Marine and about this Mother of Dragons. I think that might be a rumor she heard about. I was also thinking maybe she heard a rumor about the High Sparrow, digging in his past, looking for leverage. So if she's saying, what about that rumor? Maybe there's much more. Maybe he has connections to someone we haven't even considered. And I also thought third, maybe she heard a rumor about Sansa being alive and him saying there's much more. So
you know what? I actually don't know. Yeah, that's good. But I remember them talking about wildfire before, so I just connected that.
I think rumors are things you hear from your little birdies. You don't know if it's true. You have to research it. So again, I know those are a lot of guesses, but I think it's Tyrion and Dany, Sansa, or something on the High Sparrow. I mean, you need to know your enemy. She needs to know where it'll hurt him. Maybe he has a hidden family, hidden children, hidden something that she can attack. And I think that's where her mind is. So she's always a few steps ahead, so...
I can't wait for Cersei to let the mountain loose and terrorize whoever he sees fit.
Again, he's one man, though.
A zombie man.
Okay, a zombie man, some kind of Frankenstein. So I thought that was interesting, and, you know, we'll see what's to come from there. Any other speculation, either from this episode or last ones, that's been on your mind? I know we call each other all the time.
Oh, man.
Sharing things.
You know what? Most of the speculation I had was for what happens this episode.
Well, if it didn't happen, maybe...
It ended up didn't happening.
I think Hound and... Don't worry, I still think Hound and mounting to fight.
Yeah.
That's still on the table.
You know what? All I can think about the series is, sorry to be so negative again, is death.
Is that your word? Are we jumping in or not yet? Okay.
I mean, I'm worried. The season has been so good, and mostly good things have happened. Not many bad things.
Not yet.
Yeah, and usually around this time of the season is when
everything is kind of peachy and positive. Everyone's kind of, like I talked about last week, there was a lot of redemption this week for some of the folks who needed to overcome some kind of obstacle, and they've overcome them now. You know, Jaime has River Run, Arya killed the wave, so a lot of people are progressing, but not too many consequences, to your point, not too much death, at least anyone that we like.
I mean, Hodor was...
Yeah.
That was the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life, but...
Yeah, that was a little depressing. I think, you know, something we speculated about before was we didn't see any of Sansa or Jon or the North this episode, but remember we talked about Sansa writing that note, and both of us automatically went to Peter Baelish asking for help from the Vale.
Yeah.
I think something we didn't consider is maybe she bypassed Peter to not write him, and she wrote straight to her cousin Robin.
Robin or Sir Roderick, I guess. I think that's the other guy's name.
Sir Roderick, or even how I mentioned that Lady Olenna was writing something. Correspondence, I don't know why she would be talking to Olenna. You know, they both don't like the Lannisters. And Olenna's kind of the one who told her to get out of King's Landing, right?
Interesting.
So, you know, I just want to throw things out there. I mean, why would those two people be writing letters and putting their stamps on it, right? So,
wow, that's...
trying to make some connections.
Excellent connections, Cher. I think I'm going to be quiet for the rest of the podcast. And I think I just want you to keep going. Blowing my mind again.
With all my crazy stuff that only like 1% ever comes true. But, okay, I'll throw out one more just because it's been burning me up. And you mentioned wildfire. I think everyone talks about when the Mad King went crazy to say burn them all, burn them all. And everyone's thinking, is it the wildfire? What is it? It kind of dinged in my head like when Hodor warged into Hodor and kind of dealt past and present. What if somehow or other, this is totally crazy and nuts, Dany wargs into her uncle or her father, and she's talking to her dragons and saying, burn them all, and it's some kind of switcheroo with past and present, and they're not talking about wildfire, and she's talking about dragons and fire. So, that's something else I was thinking about. If he went crazy, could there be some connection, and it's a red herring thinking about wildfire,
well,
if it's really dragon fire?
My thing about that was, I had an even crazier one I didn't even want to say, but I guess I'm going to say it now.
Yes,
I thought maybe Bran ends up going to, in the past, to see where in King's Landing, where the Mad King says burn them all, and maybe he warged him into one of the dragons, because he could control a dragon, and burn some White Walkers, and he's stuck in that saying like Hodor was, and he keeps repeating it. Something like that.
Yeah, some kind of glitch when you mess around too much. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think the Night King went mad. I think it's something with Bran. I mean, I think we're gonna find out with Bran. I don't know if it had to do with Bran, but maybe another three-eyed raven caused it, something like that. But I think we're gonna find out why eventually. Yeah. So super interesting. Some speculation, guys. Just some crazy talk. You know, spouting things off. You never know what's going to happen. We saw a little bit. Do you want to say our word for this episode before we get to next week's preview? What's your word?
My word is, although it wasn't really bad, I would say this episode to me was a letdown.
Oh,
I mean,
they can't all be tens.
Yeah, really. And it wasn't even a bad episode. It was just I expect so much from Game of Thrones that. You know, I was bummed that we didn't get to see a River Run Siege.
Oh, I know.
Or Jaime or Blackfish.
Off-camera stuff.
Yeah. Or even Blackfish before said, as long as I'm standing, this war is not over. And like, oh, this is going to be some epic conclusion. nothing really happened there.
The Arya and the Wave, I know what you're
we
saying.
didn't get to see that. Maybe no Clegane fight, maybe. But there's been a build-up of a few episodes, and it seemed like this wasn't much of a climax.
I agree. I felt like there were so many things that seemed a little bit rushed. Like, we've spent so long building things up to a conclusion, and then again, it happens kind of quickly and rushed. So I get what you're saying with the letdown. Anything else about that?
What's your word then?
So, I was thinking about it too, because, again, not too much action. It was a good episode still. I was really expecting a lot from last week, having my word be powerless. I was hoping for a lot of redemption and a lot of action. But for me, my word was something along the lines of new beginnings or pivot or 180, just because I feel like so many characters are kind of turned in a new direction. Arya, after going one way for so long, is finally coming back to Westeros. Jaime, getting his job done, is going to go back to King's Landing. And Hound, finding a new brotherhood. I feel like it's all new beginnings. Everyone's having a new start, and we're heading in a different direction. So for me, it was like 180. So kind of a pivot episode for a lot of characters, kind of the end of the old and into the new. That's how I felt this was a setup.
Daenerys is back, and Arya's on her new journey again, back.
I mean, I can't believe it's episode 8.
It's episode 9 now.
Well, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's only 2 more for this season, which I'm in denial about.
We're gonna, while we stretch, do you want to preview that episode? Or
So
anything else about this one?
No, that was a good episode. Can't wait for next week. It's like half and half. I can wait, but I can't wait.
It looks like a dang movie, Cher.
It does. See, that's what they were saving their budget dollars for.
That's why everyone died off screen.
That's what they've been spending time on, that choreography. Oh, definitely battle. It was very reminiscent of Hard Home, where it's like one humongous army against another one. And we're talking about, guys, if you haven't seen the preview, is the showdown at Winterfell.
Battle of the Bastards. Is that the name of that episode?
Oh, I didn't even know, because it's Bastard Jon Snow against Bastard Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay
Snow.
Used to be Ramsay Snow.
Well, now he's Lord Bolton because he killed his own father. So it looks epic. It looks like Jon, I would say, doesn't have any confidence.
Not at all.
No swag, no leadership ability. He looks very nervous and defeated already.
I'm worried he might die there.
It looks like a slaughter. Like, from what they're showing in the preview, which just makes me hope it's the complete opposite of what they show. Because it shows like his army's getting slaughtered. Sansa doesn't look happy. Sir Davos doesn't look happy. Tormund looks scared. So I'm hoping that's a fake out. What are your thoughts?
Oh, man. Well, one thing that we hear is Jon say, thousands of men don't need to die, only one of us. So I'm thinking that must mean he's going to duel Ramsay Bolton. And I don't know if Jon has it in him to win there.
I think maybe that's what he wants to do, but Sansa even says, you don't know Ramsay. He's not going to have an honor. He's not going to have code. Even if he kills you or whatever, she calls him out. And Ramsay has the evilest looking smile ever. He looks like pure evil.
Definitely, but don't forget, Jon killed White Walkers.
But Jon is not the same Jon.
That's true. I'm worried.
I'm worried. And he did say to Melisandre, I don't know if you saw that, if I fall,
don't bring me back.
Don't bring me back.
Oh, man. And
it's a fake out. It's a fake out. That's what I'm
Such
thinking.
A big battle. I don't know if some of my favorite characters, Jon Snow, Davos, or Tormund, are all going to survive it. I don't think that's going to happen. Rickon's even over there. And like I've been saying, I think he's dead soon. Just because I don't think they have time to develop his character anymore.
I think Ramsay's dead. I think it's a fake out. I definitely think Sansa's going to be back at Winterfell. I think it's going to be another case, even though it's played out, of the cavalry coming in. I'm the complete opposite of you, Andrew, where you're pessimistic, I'm optimistic. I think good will prevail.
I used to be that way.
Before you learned your lesson?
Till Ned Stark got beheaded in the Red Wedding and Prince Oberyn.
They pressed your heart too many times. I don't know. I'm positive. I think the cavalry's going to come in. Ramsay's going down.
The Knights of the Vale are going to come by.
I believe so.
Or Lady Olenna's army. Well, I don't know why Sansa is outside of the wall.
I honestly thought when I saw Jon, because he looked so defeated and clueless, when I saw the preview, I thought I saw his face glowing. And for some crazy reason, I thought if any of his men die, he could raise his hand and they're going to come back.
No, that would be crazy.
That's what I thought. That's instinctually what I felt in my gut. Like, he looks defeated.
That would be amazing.
He's going to raise them up from the dead.
Cher, why did you tell me this? I'm gonna be disappointed if this does not happen.
Well, because it was so mirror image of what happened in Hardhome. I think he might feel like, do I have it in me? Do I have the power? I've seen, the knight do it, the White Walker King knight. I don't know. That's what I saw. His face was glowing. It looked like something was about to go down.
You know what I think is gonna happen? I think since they're camped in Stannis' old place, I think Davos might find Shireen's remains and learn of her fate because he didn't know before.
Well,
we saw in the preview he was looking down at some clouds of
in
wood.
like the sunset or the sunrise by himself in snow.
Yes.
So he's finding something. He know she's dead?
She knows he's dead, but he doesn't know how she died.
Interesting. Well, episode 9.
One more thing, I can't wait for Ghost to fight Ramsay's dogs.
Oh gosh, I told you I want Ghost to eat Ramsay. I dislike Ramsay so much as a character, and I am amazed by him as an actor because he has the zaniest, craziest look that's so despicable. And I've heard he's the nicest guy ever, super pleasant and funny. So more to come. I'm excited for episode 9. Yeah, I definitely hope it lives up to the hype and expectations. I think it's going to be an epic battle again. Wasn't episode 9 Hardhome again last season?
Last season it was episode 8 was Hardhome, but usually around episode 8 or 9 is when
stuff goes down.
The main climax of the seasons are. Yeah.
So we'll see. I think we're going to see. It's basically about the battle. My bet's on Jon Snow. I think we might lose some people. You're right. Yeah, we might lose some people. We're not going to lose Tormund because he needs to get with Brienne. But maybe it's Sir Davos' time to go. Maybe it's Melisandre's time to go.
But we'll see, guys.
We'll see.
And we'll be back here to recap with you. Do you wanna do our phrase now, Cher?
You go.
You keep running. We'll keep recapping.
Catch you next week, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.